Hi everyone, welcome to this simple demo on order management where we are going to show you how flow orchestration can help you govern the whole order lifecycle. Often it happens when an order is created, it is activated, drafted, shipped, and delivered. They are based on the phase. Different teams, different users have to take action, review information, approve things. So all this is often overlooked with a non-compliance, non-governed, non-streamlined order process. So with flow orchestration, we can simply streamline the whole order management life cycle and bring the workflow to the right team at the right time. So how it looks like is this is a super simple example of an order process involving human task from the moment an order is created and of course automated task where order is being shipped into the next phase. So what we can see here is it all starts when a new order is created. We are going to use Salesforce as an order management platform. And this order is directly triggering a flow orchestration process, which is initialized and it assigns based on the definition the the first workflow to review and approve the information on the draft order to the product team. Yeah, so the product team is having the order now as an open work item in their inbox. They can look upon it, take action, review, and approve the task. Once this is approved, it automatically moves into the activated state, and the task and workflow is brought via flow orchestration to the shipping team, who has to now take a look from the shipping point of view and make sure that the order meets all the different requirements so it can be processed and shipped. Once this is reviewed and approved, the order is automatically moved to the next stage, which is shipped. And now the finance team comes into play where they have to apply a workflow and take action and review it from the finance point of view and see if the order invoice is already there, it has been billed, and so on. So they can approve, review, and approve it and take action, and then the order is completely delivered. A simple order management lifecycle. So let's see it in action what flow orchestration can provide here. First of all, in Salesforce, when you go under the order management module and you have already this flow orchestration in place for the order lifecycle management, the first thing you as a user have is a to-do list. In the to-do list, you have basically all open work items, and this section about all open work items is showing you all the task, all the workflow you have to apply on various entities and objects within Salesforce to uh, submit or take action from your side. So we can see here I have 3 orders currently where my user has open work items and 1 case. As we are talking about order management, so I will be looking into this order management part. You can see also what kind of workflow is assigned to me. Here I have the product view and here I have the finance view. So my user is taking both workflows here. But let's start with the very first order we create and see how this order is routed through the process. In order to create a new order, I will just click on new, enter the information. Let's say we have here, this is the account, and I start with the order in draft mode. The date is today, and that's basically it. I create the order, and now, first of all, as the order is created, you will see it is in draft mode, and I am directly assigned to a workflow which is to the product team, which in this case my user will represent. And I can see directly here a work guide which is now telling me to provide input and check upon the task what I have to do. Additionally, of course, in the to-do list, you can see now this new order is also part of it, is my to-do list or the to-do list of a defined queue which can contain multiple users, and they have to provide now input to contribute towards this workflow. So let's do that. We can see here it is currently in draft mode. I have here, is this order conform to the product assessment policy? I can check all the points I have here. Product is assigned. No, product is not assigned. So let me assign a product directly here by adding here the product itself. Go into the machine is a product, just assign one quantity to meet that criteria. And that's basically it. So that's good. Billing address is provided. Let's say yes, this is provided, and okay, this is fine. Uh, and then I can approve it. Yeah, so I can say this is fine, all is done. And now you see the product or the life cycle of this order automatically moves to activated. And additionally, it is out of my work items. So now it is with another user who is from the shipping team. And in my case, the shipping user is represented by the flow orchestration user here. So I will log in now as a flow orchestration user, and I should see in my open items this specific order with 685. So let's open my to-do list as a flow orchestration user, and I can directly see this is the order which is now here. I can click on it and open it. So it will redirect me directly to that order. And now I can validate my workflow from the different user. Please validate the shipping in this case, and I can check the shipping information and confirm, is the shipping information correct? I do whatever I have to do on that order. And once I've done it, I can say, yes, the shipping information is correct. Move to the next stage and say, yeah, that's it. Finish the workflow here. It gets automatically moved into shipped. And again, in the to-do, you see the work item disappeared from that specific user. So I can log out now with that user and go back into my original user where I can see that in my to-do list, I have this work item back for that specific order, but now with a new perspective, the perspective of the finance. So I can click on it and it will guide me to that order. I need to refresh the page. So you can see here, now I am redirected to that order, and here I have to validate the shipping. Yeah, so is the invoice paid? So it can be billed, and I can say yes, this is fine. Next, and apply and finish it. So now the order goes and moves into delivered, which is basically the end of the workflow itself. After it is here, the workflow for that specific order lifecycle ends. And the benefit of flow orchestration is that currently, for the demo purposes, I've used the stages as a orchestration property, but you can tie it to any other condition, any other validation, and move the workflow across the teams, across the process. The workflow itself for this example is super simple. It contains 4 stages, actually mapped one to the stages of the order itself. And I am just assigning the different manual task to the different teams or users directly here, who are then taking responsibility based on the stage and the activity they have to provide. They are assessing the order from their point of view and providing input and taking action. So that's basically it, what you are doing with flow orchestration to streamline the whole process. Now, additionally, you have also the capability to orchestrate and to govern each of those processes where we are providing all the execution runs. So you can see exactly which orchestration run is completed, and if it's completed, what were the steps executed, where all the different stages executed, where all the steps according to the stages executed. So you can find it completely here, and you have the full traceability, what was performed, when was it performed, and how or who contributed towards it. If a process is not completed, you have the possibility to view it in a debug view, where we can just jump, for instance, here and say debug this orchestration, which is in progress, and it will show me the same visual representation, but in debug view exactly where it is paused and who we are missing upon to take action for the process to continue. What we can see, it is currently in the stage shipped, so we can see it's here. And here we are missing the interactive step from a user, which is of course here my user. So I have to provide information here to that specific workflow for the order to complete or for the stage to exit and end basically the whole process itself. So it makes also the life easier in terms of tracing capabilities and making sure that you can always highlight and understand where something is stuck. With that, I'm at the end of the demo. Thanks for listening in.